I turned the volume down on my other screen. Broadcast.
Hello, guys. Hi, Luann, Blackberry Rock Homestead. Hi, Cosmic Cultivators. How are you guys?
Hello,
I've been
hello.
trying to schedule the Cosmic Cultivators,
Oh,
and hopefully I'll be able to schedule them in February. I think I have the first Sunday in February for all the cultivators.
hang on.
I'll wait a few minutes for a few people to come in. I didn't realize I was going to be going up against somebody's giveaway live.
Oh no, who's having a giveaway?
LG Homestead.
Oh,
So yeah,
shame on them.
she'll probably be done pretty soon because she said they weren't giving away that much stuff, and they had already given away about 7 different things. So
Okay.
surely they won't be going too much longer.
Yeah, that's already quite a few, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Rambling with the Brums did his yesterday, and I told my friend Luann at Blackberry Rock Homestead, she went over there and won her a big old jar of maple syrup. I was like, wow,
Nice.
aren't you lucky? She's very lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
We'd chit chat a little while and see if anybody else comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. We can just hang
Hello,
out.
Warren Lewis. How are you?
Hi, Warren.
Warren Lewis, do you have content on your channel?
Hi,
Are you a supporter or do you have a channel, Warren? I was just curious. I've seen your name around a lot. So I'm trying to think of some new things to do on this channel and the other channel, trying to come up with some good content.
Cool.
And I've started, trying to learn to crochet, and then along with learning to crochet, I'm also going to I'm going to try to start making stitch markers, which, you know what I'm talking about, the stitch markers that they make.
No,
it's kind of like making jewelry.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot like making jewelry. So I like one of the things we do around Christmas and birthdays, we like take pictures of the stuff we want and send it to the other person to make it easy for them. So I took pictures of a bunch of jewelry making type stuff, which
cool.
So I'm hoping next year I can maybe make all the females in my family earrings. And then on my other channel, since I'm making friends with a lot of crochet and yarn type people, I can maybe make stitch markers to give away. I don't know why jewelry making doesn't look as intimidating as crochet does.
I'm actually just getting rid of all my jewelry making stuff. I have a ton of jewelry.
Oh, really? Oh, man. If we were only closer to each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I thought it would be a good thing to do for giveaways. I could do it on this channel too. There's probably quite a few people here who crochet. There's a lot of people in the homestead community that crochet. So
yeah. I know how to crochet, kind of, a little bit. Like I can make a scarf, but I looked at a book of patterns once, and I didn't understand anything that they said. So I just stuck to making scarves, and I just donate them because who needs that many scarves, right? I
wore one at church this morning. That was a crocheted one. It had a button right here, but even though it has a button, it's not really a working button. It's more of a decorative button, and you actually pull it up over your head. But it's actually pretty cold here right now, so that was the quickest scarf that I could actually find. So I just threw that one on over my jacket, even though it didn't really necessarily match, but it's gray, so it's kind of nice and
scarf, right?
Yeah.
When you're using it to keep warm, it doesn't matter how it looks.
Exactly. Yeah. I've been having a little bit of trouble with my allergies, so if I get to sneezing, I'm so sorry. I'll try to turn the mic down because I don't have one of those little dainty, girl sounding sneezes. I have a sneeze that's like Sounds like it's a man. I call it a man-sized sneeze because it's very, very loud. I have my Garden State Gardener T-shirt on today.
There you go. His giveaway is it after yours, right?
What now?
After you're live? His giveaway?
Yeah. I actually scheduled it that way on purpose.
Yeah.
I thought if I do it 2 hours before his live, if I keep it at an hour, I won't be going into his live. But if I go a little bit over, I won't be going into his live either. So I actually did it that way on purpose.
Yeah. No, it's a good time for sure.
All right. I'm guessing everybody's over there trying to win something. So I guess we'll go on with it, and maybe some people catch it in the replay.
Sure, absolutely.
So here's your first question. How long have you lived in Canada?
Well, I grew up in Canada, and I lived in Canada until I was in my mid-20s. And then I moved to the U.S. and I spent 30-some years down there.
What state did you live in the U.S.?
I lived in Washington, Oregon, and California, all three at different times. I was last in Oregon. I was there for 14
Which one was more fun?
Which one was more fun? Mm-hmm. Probably Oregon, because that's where I met Dave.
Oh, okay. I was going to say maybe California because of the beach and all that.
Yeah. I wasn't that close to a beach, but I did live on an island near San Francisco. So
yeah,
it's kind of cool. But yeah, and then we moved back to Canada in 2014. So we've been here 8 years, I guess.
So was it his idea to move back to Canada or yours?
Mine. He's an American.
Ah.
So is my mom.
And your mom was your mom.
She's American, but she had moved up to Canada when she was a kid, and she had her registered alien status, is what it's called up here when you have a proper green card. Here? We'll spin this. We're going to let her sit down. So she came up to Canada when she was, I think, in her teens, 14. And several years later, met my dad, had 3 kids. Then they got divorced, and she moved back down to the States.
Hi, Mima.
Gus, hello. You're shaking. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. Do you want your tea? Yes, please. Okay. I forgot my bib. Forgot your bib?
Yeah, that's awesome, Warren Lewis. Never put up content. Well, thank you for being a great supporter of all of us. We appreciate it.
Sure.
Definitely.
Sure, Warren, we'd love to know more about you. That would be fun.
Yeah, it would. We like seeing videos of people who don't have content. All of a sudden, they put out content. We like to see what they're up to.
It's always fun. So, and Mima has lived with us since 2013. So that would be 9 years. Coming up this fall.
I'll just check that question off.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. That was actually the next one in the line. Because I think you had said, but I couldn't remember what the answer was. And I think you answered this question the other day, but I'm going to ask it again so I can remember. What do you have growing in your garden right now?
Right now I have weeds for indoor garden or outdoor garden.
Oh, that's what I have growing, weeds. Yeah.
Indoor or outdoor. Yeah. In my outdoor garden, I have mostly weeds, but I do have some radishes and some onions and some cabbage and actually some celery that seems to have.
The onions are indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor. I planted them
in the radishes fall. Are outdoor?
Radishes are outdoor.
Okay.
Yeah, and I planted them in the fall too. And then I planted a couple of cabbage out there in the fall, and they're just starting to sprout their little heads up. So that's kind of cool. And then other than that, out in the garden, I have weeds. I haven't really done anything with it yet out there. But inside, I have tomatoes and peppers, and I have peppers. I just saw the first one last night.
Here.
So
Hello,
excited.
Simple Southern Reflections. How are you?
Hi, Simple. And then let's see what else. Lettuce, cabbage, fennel, basil, cilantro.
She even gave me a tomato.
And tomato, yeah, I started harvesting tomatoes. I harvested the first ones on the 14th of January. Fresh grown tomatoes. I was so excited.
Wow, indoor tomatoes. That's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah.
I started peppers. That's about it so far.
Okay.
And then I have my kale bag on the front porch. And I think I made some kind of an error. Either I didn't poke holes on the bottom of the Miracle Grow bag, or I didn't start them early enough, or maybe I should have covered them with plastic. I'm not sure which mistake I made. It did great one year, and this year it's kind of like, I bought some more, so I'm going to pull that up and start over, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, my garden's doing good. I'm excited. I've eaten a few things.
What are you going to? Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What are you going to grow this year that you've never grown before?
I'm hoping that I'm going to grow Kajari melon. I don't have any seeds, but I'm hoping that someone is going to send me some. Oh,
when you see, yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah. Well, do you know anybody that's grown them this year?
I do, actually. I know somebody in Canada who has Hickory Croft Farms has said they can send me some.
Oh, I bet they will. I bet they'll send you some.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
So I'm excited about that. And I did try pumpkin last year, but my one pumpkin was about this big. And I didn't realize that it was a mini pumpkin, so I don't think
I got one. It was about 8 tall and 12. Well, it was small. You know, it's a small one, but
mine fit in one hand.
I didn't think I was going to get any, so I'm happy. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, there you go.
I need to go out and start prepping my beds.
Soon. Yeah, I was out there the other day just looking at them. Did you dig through the snow?
I know. I need to motivate.
Gone.
I think I need to do the thing I do with house chores. Maybe like force myself to do 30 minutes a day until I get, back in the swing of it.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably hit a cold spell in February where I won't go out there at all. But I really need to get out there while it's still somewhat tolerable and try to do something. I need to be putting those leaves into the bed, so I get my nitrogen, because I noticed that last year, the beds where I did compost them with the leaves, they did a lot better than the areas where I didn't. And I don't think I'm going to grow anything directly in the ground. It's all going to be in raised beds, totes or pots or my raised planters.
Yeah.
I think our soil is just not really too good.
Our soil was very clay-ish. And so, we brought in soil for my, that new garden we put in last year in the back, the square one, where I tried to grow pumpkins. We're going to put more dirt in that, and I am going to try again pumpkins and melons back there. But our dirt under that it's just like clay. It's really hard for anything to grow and settle in there. So I don't know how many years it'll take to build up enough good dirt in there for us to actually be able to grow in it, unless I've got some really big cloth bags, those garden bags. I might
I've seen those. I've never bought any. I would like to purchase some of those. Maybe this year I will purchase some of those. So I really would like to purchase another one of those raised garden beds, the kind that are up off the ground. I would like to purchase another one of those, because that is going to be so much easier for gardening. The older you get and the harder it is to bend down, because there's almost no weeds in that thing at all.
Yeah.
And then pretty soon you get old enough, you say, you do it.
You do it. Like her. She says, I do it. Yeah, let's sign up for Shed Wars 22, Southern Hemisphere. You do it.
Yeah. Well, I did recommend a channel to join Shed Wars this year. So I don't know if they will. So I'm not going to say who it is.
Right.
That way, I want them to make up their own mind
Yeah,
about whether they want to.
more the merrier.
We'll see. We'll see. I looked in the playlist just to see who all had signed up. I think isn't Q Kitchen and Beyond? Aren't they on the list there?
They're on my list.
Huh?
On my list. I've started a playlist on my channel.
Oh, okay. I thought I noticed somebody that had put in there.
What is she
Hello,
up to?
Vanessa Kitty. How are you?
What's the matter, Shadow?
I'm always writing things down when I have a live. I think of stuff and I write it down. I always have to have pen and paper. It's one of my things.
There you go. I should do that because I forget everything.
Yeah. I remember stuff like if I see a name in the chat and I don't think I've gone to their channel, I'll go to their channel or whatever. What other hobbies do you have besides gardening?
YouTube. Watching YouTube.
Q Kitchen and Beyond was the first entry video.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I thought you were saying you didn't have her down.
No, I do have her down.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I do have her down. Me, I haven't spent much time on my other hobbies lately, but I do like to pour paint over things.
Yeah, I would like to try that.
That's
of course,
I've
already started 2 new hobbies for this year, so I think I'm probably good for this year. We'll save something for another day.
Yeah, I have crocheted. I don't do much of it anymore. I've inundated the local area with scarves, and I don't really. I mean, I did it. I learned how to do it. I taught myself how to do it watching YouTube videos, of course. I mean,
yeah, I tried to do it from the YouTube videos, but because I'm never really even sewed. I'm starting from a place of no knowledge at all. You know, it's just to this age I am now, which we won't discuss, that I've decided I want to learn. So.
Oh, there you go. Cosmic Cultivators has one of my poured pieces of art.
Yes, I've seen some that you've done. It's really awesome. I would like to try it. It looks like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, it really is. It's very satisfying.
So next year I'm going to start doing giveaways where on this channel where I don't tell people it's a giveaway. And so they just have to be here. It's not going to say it in the title or anything. So surprise giveaway on Gail's Southern Living.
Oh, there you go.
Up and coming. Now the one for Coupon Gail will be announced, but the ones on this one, it'll just be if there's 10 people in the chat, those 10 people in the chat have a really good chance of winning.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. How many cats do you guys have?
3. 3.
And what are their names? Shadow? Is that right? Isn't one of them Shadow?
Yeah.
Tabby and Hisani.
Oh, say that name again, the last one.
Hisani.
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 Hisani. What does it mean?
I knew you had one that was kind of a rare name. So last year, you said that it was your first time you had ever grown celery.
Yeah.
So how did your celery do so well? What did you do to it? Because mine grew a little bit and then that was it.
Yeah, I don't know. I fed it a lot.
Like some kind of fertilizer?
Yeah, I used one of those spray-on fertilizers. And I switched
was it like a 10-10-10 or something like that, or
for most of the time, and then I also would give it extra nitrogen. Just nitrogen, blood meal, I believe is what it is.
I actually did all of last year with no fertilizer at all. I did all I didn't have any fertilizer. I didn't use any fertilizer, but I did purchase some for next year.
My first, sorry, I was hitting your troll there.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking down and seeing that too at the same time.
What was I saying?
Fertilizer.
Oh yes, fertilizer. The first year I gardened, after Dave first put in those beautiful enclosed beds for me, my garden didn't do bananas. It didn't do anything. I didn't plant bananas, but it didn't do crap. And I think that's why. The first year it did horribly. Nothing produced. And I think it was because what I learned from that time to the next time I gardened, which was my first year at Shed Wars, was to feed your garden consistently. Like,
yeah, I did do amendments. You know, I did do banana peels and some eggshells and some chicken manure and some shredded paper, things like that, and coffee grounds and garden scraps and things like that. I did do that.
Well, that stuff should actually go into your compost, not directly into your garden.
I don't know. I'm not a professional gardener. I did compost in place. Now, I did it early enough to where I did it like right now to where it sits.
Okay, I remember. Yeah, you let it sit all winter.
Yeah, I let it sit all winter. And then when it came, and then I threw leaves on top of that. And then when it came springtime, I threw a layer of topsoil on top of all of them. That's when I got my car stuck in the alleyway because I got too many bags of potting soil at one time. Remember that? Stuck in the mud?
Yeah, fantastic, right?
Yeah. Hi, Mrs. Southern Boy Prepper. How are you? I started to say Mrs. Southern Belle. I don't know why. I think it's because I saw her name in the chat earlier. But yeah, I noticed that you had your celery looked so good, and I was like, what did she do? Because I had two different kinds, planted two different kinds, and I just didn't do well. And it was in the raised planters that I did it. So
yeah, it was a lot. I got pounds of celery. I think I got 50 pounds of celery was all I said. Yeah.
50 pounds? That's not bad.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of celery to me. Do you have a store where you sell things like Etsy or a website or something?
I have a website. It's just lorriesworld.com. I'm working on putting up Lorrie's World. I've got the domain. I just don't have anything on it yet. So
you're not selling anything yet on your?
I sell my art on there.
Your art, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we can go buy our own Lorrie's Original.
You can, yeah. I also do custom work. But yeah, so I do have that. That's just lorriesims.com. If you know how to spell my name, you'll find it. And then I do have a graphic design website that I'm working on as well, as I might be looking for new clients here soon. I'm taking some time off right now to adjust to the new things that going on with Mom, right?
Yeah, I understand. Meemaw. I have a question for Meemaw.
Yes, ma'am.
So, when you were working, what kind of job did you do? What was your profession?
My last job was at the sheriff's office in the jail in Lincoln County, Oregon.
Were you like a receptionist or?
No, I was the administrator for the medical department.
Okay.
And before that, I worked as a technician. We booked the people coming in, and we ran central control, where we opened all the doors and ran the elevators and everything. That's what central control does. And I can
what was your very first job you ever got? Lorrie and Meemaw on that one.
The very best job? I enjoyed that one the most.
Like as a kid.
Oh, very first? My very first job was as telephone solicitor selling magazines.
Cool.
I was 16, and I was so upset because here I am telling people that they only have to pay so many pennies a week, and then I find out that they get billed for a month. and I said, "You're lying to people. You're lying to them."
So you quit?
I quit.
Good for you. Good for you.
There you go. My very
okay, go ahead.
My very first job was sweeping up in a like a camper. I think it was Campers manufacturing plant. And I used to go in after school and sweep up all the debris in all the different stations where they were building these campers. I was 13. This is Lethbridge, Alberta.
My very first job at 16 was I was working at the food stamp office in the courthouse, filing files and papers and files. So I was a file clerk. That was my first job.
Interesting. Funny the things we do.
What'd you say, Lorrie?
I said funny the things we do. You know,
yeah.
Looking back on the various.
How old were you when you got your first bartending job?
17.
17. She was serving booze when she was 17.
Oh, I left home at 17, so.
Yeah, I left home at 15.
I decided I was an adult at 17, and I left home.
Yeah, I hear you.
There you go. So. How long have you been eating and or selling Thrive?
Well, I've been eating it since 2011, I think. So going on 12 years that I've been eating it and been involved. And I sold it actually when I was in the States. Back when I first signed up, I was a consultant. And then,
but you're not selling it now. You're just eating it, purchasing it. Right.
No, I'm a consultant now as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't go out and sell it, but I do recommend, if I recommend it to people, there's a link in all my videos that has
box of your videos. Okay. If anybody's interested, there's a link in her description box.
Yeah. Thrive is fabulous. If you're familiar with it. It's great for prepping. It's nice. I mean, it holds for 25 years in the can if you don't open it, and then once you open it, even it's got a year shelf life. So it's nice.
I've never bought anything like that. What would a normal can cost, basically, or like a range? Just because I don't have any background.
It depends on what's in it, right? Like freeze-dried green onions might be $8, and you get a little pantry can that has 300 and some odd servings in it. But you can also buy strawberries. I think strawberries are like 13 or something for a can. I'd have to look at the prices, but you get discounts when you sign up for the monthly delivery service, which is what I have done. But yeah, you can buy meats and stuff too. But you know, a can of meat that has 15 servings in it might be $30 or something, or $25.
Yeah, I was going to say that would probably be most
like your meat and your cheese and your eggs. But see, those are the things I buy to put up, right? So those get added to my long-term storage food. So someday there may come a day when I'm not able to afford to buy good fresh food, and that might be what I have. And so that goes into my long-term storage food. But I do also pull things out and use them regularly, like my onions and peppers and a lot of the veggies, because I find if we buy a lot of veggies, we'll eat them once and then everything else sits there and goes bad. Whereas I can open up a can of broccoli and it's going to be as good as the day it was picked for a year. and I don't have to worry about it going bad. I just leave it in the cupboard. I open the lid and take some out, take however much out I want for my stir fry or whatever that I'm making that I need a little bit of broccoli for, and throw it in there, and that'll be good for a year. I have that little can of broccoli that I can just go and grab whatever I need from it whenever I want.
Yeah, I could see how that would be helpful. I may look into buying that in the future.
There's a link in all my descriptions for that. There's a link for my website. There's a link for my merch store. We have a merch store now. I have some
stuff.
Yeah, shirts and cups and stuff like that. I need to order some for ourselves, but I've got some Meemaw merch, and I've got some Stiff Dave merch, and I've got some General John Keeney merch for any of you shed warriors out there who are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a T-shirt you may have to wear specifically on lives. Can you imagine wearing that shirt in public? People are like, what?
Maybe a Shed Wars meetup or something, you could wear it. But
that would be funny. Imagine how crazy it has anybody purchased the shirt and just wore it?
Nobody has purchased a shirt yet. There's been a couple of drinking mugs sold.
Oh, drinking mugs, yeah.
Coffee cup and I believe it was one of those water cooler glasses have sold.
Yeah.
All the proceeds from the John Keeney merchandise goes back into Shed Wars. It'll be donated back into Shed Wars.
Hello, Jessica's Dumpster Girls. How are you? Jessica's Dumpster Girl. She goes and digs in these dumpsters and finds really cool stuff. There's a few people that do that. It's pretty cool. I'm terrified to do it. I don't know why, but I'm afraid I'm going to find something there I don't want to find, like a snake or I don't know.
Well, if it's in a dumpster, it's not. It's fair game for anybody. But if it's
I think it has to do with the laws of your specific state.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would do it in my own city because I live in a small city. But maybe if I went to my mom's city or something, because they get some pretty cool stuff out of there that's wrapped and new and there's nothing broken on it or anything.
Yeah.
So she pulled out some clothes.
Yeah.
Which you could donate or you could wear.
Does she also buy storage units?
What's that?
Does she also buy storage units?
I think she either keeps it for her family because she has 2 kids and a husband, and then she donates. Because I asked her on a video if she sells it, and she said no, she donates it. So she probably goes through and gets what she wants and donates the rest. So I don't think she lets it overly accumulate. But there's several channels on the internet. I mean, on the YouTube that do that. I've seen all kinds of channels. If you can imagine it, there's a channel that does it. I'll tell you.
I've gotten into scuba diving.
Yeah.
YouTube scuba diving, looking for missing people.
Yeah. I like those drone videos where they're flying around and there's like water and beaches and mansions and cool, just, neat scenery that you wouldn't see. And I just joined one the other day and I'm hoping I watched enough that channel will still be there and I'll get a notification and get to watch some more. Because I could not remember what the name of it was. I want to
Yeah, Still Wanderer does drones.
Still Wanderer in Italy does drones.
Who is it?
Still Wanderer.
Still
Wanderer. He does walking tours, but if you look in his playlist, you'll see drones.
Yeah, he usually has some drone footage at the beginning of every video and then some that are specifically drone.
Yeah.
Small towns in Italy.
Jessica, I want to see my happy birthday video on February 2nd. My birthday's the day
is
before Mimo.
February 3rd.
Yes, I noticed that the other day in the live. You said hers was the 3rd and mine's the 2nd. So
That's fabulous.
yep.
Mama's
We have
gonna do
almost 20 birthdays. Lorrie, what do you miss about the U.S.? Is there anything you miss specifically? Like a food or a place or a certain thing that...
good Mexican food.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we do have some good Mexican food too. Yeah.
There's not much. There's not much.
That's a good one. Good choice, Lorrie. I love Mexican food. That's like, if you asked me what my favorite was, I would probably say like tacos, enchiladas, like taco salad, all that kind of stuff.
Chimichangas are my favorite.
Ooh, that sounds good too. Love it, love it. Yeah, I'm about tomorrow is my 7-year anniversary.
Oh,
so we're gonna go out to eat somewhere tomorrow. So we'll see where that is.
We're not allowed to go out and eat.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. That's
unless we want to go to like McDonald's or something.
Even McDonald's.
Yeah, you can have fast food where you just
we can do
drive-through. Yeah, drive-through only.
Drive-through only.
Where is your favorite place to travel to? And that could be for Lorrie and me, Mom.
Right where we live.
The green booger, we'll call it the green booger. If there was no booger, where would you travel? If you could just go anywhere right now, where would it be?
Cowichan Lake, maybe?
Where's that at?
That's on Vancouver Island.
Vancouver Island.
About an hour south of here.
We live where people want to vacation.
Yeah, we already live in paradise, so I don't like to go too far.
That must be nice. I'm trying to figure out what Ariel's sending me on Instagram. She must be live sending me a link or something. Is she live right now?
I don't know.
Huh. Sometimes she'll just send me links if she's going live, I guess, just in case I'll pop in. I don't know.
Yeah, I know she.
I had that trouble one day, and I don't know what was going on, what was happening.
On my list.
I'm going to try to set up and have her on as a guest because I really haven't had that many Australian channels on. I had Bomber Steve and his wife, and for some reason their channel name together has escaped me.
Oh, something Homestead, isn't it? No, I don't remember either.
Oh, gosh. It's terrible when you forget things. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
I'm getting used to it.
Let's see.
Hi, with Linda. Life with Linda and Chuck.
Hi, Melinda and Chuck. How are you guys? I was because you have some videos about, prepping food and stuff like that. What kind of advice would you give people about prepping, the people that are in the chat right now?
Do it. Do it. Yeah, do it. Make sure you have at least an alternate power source of something to keep your freezer frozen. An alternate cooking source so that you can cook if you have no power. A lighting source would be helpful, flashlights, solar, anything that'll light up, and food. Make sure you have enough food that you could eat comfortably, food and water, that you could eat comfortably for at least 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my...
February 3rd is Nemo's birthday. Lorrie's World's mom, Nemo, that's sitting next to her. She was asking whose birthday. Yeah, every time I make a video about a food shortage or a prepping thing, there's always someone who's making an excuse why there is no apples in my store, where literally my whole entire life No matter if you're in a big city or a little city, there's always some kind of apples, maybe a few less choices, but there are no apples in my store.
Really?
None. Zero. And someone's making an excuse. How can you not see what's in front of your eyes? There are no apples because there are problems with the food chain, with the, with the chain of stuff that's going on. So open your eyes. Don't see things the way they want you to see it from the news perspective. Open your eyes and make up your mind about what you think you're seeing.
Yeah.
What is the logical explanation why there are no apples at the store when there have always been apples at the store?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want apples. Apples, apples, apples.
I have cans full of apples.
Yeah, I have that. I have that too. I have plenty of canned fruit. I just made apple cherry cobbler the other day with 2 cans of apples and 1 can of cherries. And I mix it together, put a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon, and then make a crust for the top. Apple cherry cobbler.
Do I have a Thrive apple? I don't know. Get some Thrive.
Yeah. And you can make it kind of even a little bit healthy by making your crust out of oatmeal.
She's going to go get some Thrive food.
Okay.
If she has an apple there, she'll get it. Their apples come in nice little slices, perfect for pie. And all you have to do is, they're freeze dried, so all you have to do is add a little bit of moisture, and they taste like real. I mean, they're apples. That's what it says on the can when you buy something like strawberries, and you read the ingredients. It says strawberry.
Yes, cosmic cold. Hello, Mona, with sifting some soil. Yes, cosmic cultivators. Yes, apple trees. Yeah, I think this might be a good time to buy some apple trees. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So,
they were saying they had bought some apple trees.
Oh, Granny Smith, I have a green screen, so you can't see that they're there. And yeah, the ingredient is apples. And these actually haven't been opened yet, but these were manufactured in 2000.
Hi, Ariel.
So they're 9 years old.
9 years old.
9 years old.
Go
ahead, try one. See, and they look like apples. And they're crunchy.
And they taste like an apple too.
That's good.
That's all there is. There's about 14 containers or servings of apples in this little
container. Enough for a good pie.
Enough for a pie, yeah.
Enough for a pie. That's good.
So
apple pie or apple cherry cobbler.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so yeah, I can always tell my old stuff. This is the stuff when I was still down in the States that I bought. The new packaging is much nicer.
Yeah. Does Thrive have deals for like new people? Like
I don't necessarily know that they have something specific for new people.
Yeah.
But when you sign up for the monthly delivery service to get the discounts, you can get up to 30 to 35% off sometimes.
Yeah. That's cool.
So, yeah. I find that the retail and the delivery costs, those are things for me that I don't like to pay. I don't like to pay retail on something that I can get for not paying retail, and I hate to pay for shipping. So I try to never pay for shipping.
Recyclable homestead.
But if you order $100 a month and you get it onto a delivery, you can save up to 35% on your product to begin with. But then you can also get free delivery. It's $99. It gets you free delivery. So
yeah, that's cool.
That's
what I like about Amazon. If you order more than 50, you get free shipping. So I try to just wait until I'm going to order that much. And
what I like about these apples, you don't have to peel them, and they're all ready to go.
Yeah.
It saves a lot of work. And do you have a bad back like I do?
You don't have to throw away the peeling.
No. You can just eat them.
I learned something.
It's fabulous stuff. It really is.
I learned something one year. Seagulls who eat everything do not like apple peelings.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm going to have to go back to the store and see if they're still out of apples. Then I'm going to make another video. Guess what? Still out of apples. Or guess what? Now we have apples.
Yeah.
I've never gone in and not seen apples. That was weird. That was weird to me anyway.
It would be weird to not see apples. Apples are such a common staple for everybody.
It is. I used to work at a store and had 40 different varieties of apples. I mean, I was a cashier at the time, and I thought I was never going to remember all the codes for the apples. So since apples was the hardest thing, I literally studied apples and apples and apples for days and days and days, trying to remember all those codes. And I got to where I was like a pro at it. But then, you know, some of the other things I hadn't studied as hard because I realized that apples was going to be my hardest. What color are you going to dye Meemaw's hair?
Purple.
Purple?
And pink.
Purple and pink.
And green.
And green.
Purple, pink,
Purple
and green.
on one side and pink on the other side and green bangs. That's Dave's idea.
Hello, Green Country Agroforestry. Sorry. That word. I'm not prepared for that word. Hi, Jason Avers. How are you? Oh no. This is a Taz question.
Okay.
How are your rubber chickens?
They are doing fabulous.
Are they currently injured right now?
I have one right here.
Oh, okay.
And you and Kaz are hanging out in the garden with Chicken Johnny.
And that's John Keenan.
That's John Keenan.
Is Chicken Johnny still being alive? I haven't seen him around. Hi, sis. Hi, Robert.
Yesterday. Hi, Niecy. Hi, Robert.
Lorrie's World is a mystery. Yes, Lorrie's World is a mystery.
I have an open book. Those rubber chickens. Yeah, I keep this one close by in case I need to like whack him over the head or something.
Oh boy.
Sometimes Johnny, you know.
General John Keeney.
General John Keeney, he can irritate me a little bit sometimes. So
has he? He's just whacking around a little bit, slapping around.
Kind of beat his head against the desk or something.
Oh no.
Yeah,
you see that? Robert, are you going to tell on Lorrie for whacking John on the table, or you going to let that one go? Oh, that's funny.
He's so cute.
He is so cute, isn't he?
That outfit,
don't pull his clothes off.
That outfit is so cute.
Oh. Yeah.
Lorrie does some great tech teaching. She can help you get better at making videos. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I need
if I had her knowledge.
I need to pick a free video editing program and learn how to use it and teach people to use it as I go, because I actually learned new software programs pretty easily.
Hi, John. Hunting and Stuff with J&J. How are you?
Hi, JJ.
Lorrie can hold her own. Yeah, Lorrie's got multi-talents. She can garden. She can do art. She can do tech stuff. She can cook.
She can nurse.
Nurse?
She can nurse. She nurses me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, be a nurse. Yeah. Caregiver. Be a caregiver to you. Or, you know, yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's a good skill.
No, I don't like that one. The others I like.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want your family to have
until I make her
to
clean the
need
kitty
anything.
litter. When I make her clean the kitty litter, she does not like me.
I do not.
Jason was watching a tutorial on blenders.
Oh.
On how to fix blenders? Certainly you don't mean on how to use a blender. I don't know.
Depends on what kind of blender it is. I have a Ninja, and it was pretty complicated.
Don't forget to put the lid on top.
Yeah, the lid is quite important. Yeah, definitely. The lid could, if you don't put that on, it could be quite messy, for sure. I like to challenge myself and go into, no matter at what point payday is and how your stocks are and everything, just go in the kitchen and find something to make a smoothie out of. That's my challenge. Like, oh, what are we going to have for a snack? Well, I'm going to go make a make a smoothie. So then I go in and try to find something to make a smoothie with. That's one of my things that I do.
I guess it's a program.
She is probably still making Mima eat sweaty Cheerios. Sweaty Cheerios? What?
Only when she wants them, Robert. Only when she wants them.
I like Cheerios, actually. I like Cheerios. I even made a video making hot butter Cheerios. That was my poor kid snack video. Because that's what we eat.
Cheerios?
Yeah, take the Cheerios in a pan with some butter and just saute it around till it gets a little bit brown. And then just put it in your dish and eat it. It's crunchy, it's toasty. It's good. Now I want some.
You could add a little bit of garlic
salt. Popcorn. It kind of reminds me of what popcorn, kind of that toasty thing like popcorn. I know how to make a great 60 Oz smoothie. I wonder what that is. Make a video on it, Cosmic Cultivators. Make a video on it. I was trying to think of a good collaboration to come up with to do here sometime soon. I don't know what. Anybody have any good collaborations out right now that we could join?
What are the She Warriors doing? What are the She Warriors doing? We're looking for... I'm not sure. I haven't seen a challenge from the She Warriors yet.
What are the She War? So that's what they're going to do. They're going to do little challenges.
Yeah,
like gardening, cooking.
Well, for Dave and the Stiff Dave No Gardening Club, there will be no gardening. It will be other things: building, standing, saying no to your wife. The first challenge for the men is to say no.
I did do that one. I did that one last year. I did a single seed of one collard green seed, and it produced all summer long. I got quite a bit of harvest out of it. So
nice. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Ending January 31st, he says.
We grow kale for the deer.
Yeah.
Yellow bikinis? No. That must be. Is that a flashback from last night? The yellow. Didn't somebody say something about yellow bikinis last night in your live, Lorrie?
They may have. Yeah, I think they were talking about rubber male bikinis or something. I don't know. Sometimes I have to zone out because
he does it every year. Yeah, I probably will do the single seed challenge. Yeah. Probably pretty much for sure. Matter of fact, that I'm glad you mentioned that, Jason, because that way when I'm looking through my seeds, I can pick out ahead of time which seed I want to do for my single seed challenge. That's a great idea. I should definitely do that. I think it's a good kind of like lesson to show people how much one little tiny seed can produce for you. I think that's a good. I like that. I like that challenge. Last year I did my weird container growing garden thing, so I might do another some kind of gardening challenge. I don't know.
I know Dave's got a few coming up that are going to be like about things in the garden, like fencing.
About what in the garden?
About things in the garden, not
things in the garden.
necessarily the garden and the gardening portion of it, but the things that go into supporting your tomatoes when you're growing them, or
like a scarecrow.
Like a scarecrow, or build a scarecrow or something like that, right? We'll see.
It's funny you mentioned that. I was talking about banana ham hocks in another live. I was wanting to make some pinto beans, but usually when I make pinto beans in the crock pot, I usually put like ham hock or salt pork or bacon or some kind of something into it when I cook it. And I wanted to make it, but I was like, I don't have anything like that to put in there.
Yeah, he's talking about a hammock, a banana hammock, which is a thong for a man.
Oh, when he said hammock, I was thinking ham hock. But yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about. Favorite flower.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about.
It was getting a little bit
right. Is that a question, Leanne? Are you asking Lorrie what her favorite flower is?
That is my favorite flower.
Yeah. What's your favorite flower?
Probably lilacs. I love lilacs.
What about you, Meemaw?
Daffodil.
Daffodils. I like irises. But
yeah, I like
my irises did not do well last year. I don't know what I did wrong to them. It could be because that back area was a flooding area. That might be the problem. Banana.
Yeah. Yes, he was talking about that, the banana hammock. Banana hammock
just makes it worse, I think. Yeah. Never know what might come out of my mouth. It just goes from the head to the mouth and right on out. I don't know. I try to filter things before I let them come out of my mouth. But I don't know. I just, I don't have real good vision. So the just. I didn't know what they were talking about because that was in a live, whatever live that was. I wasn't in it. I'm just curious.
I don't know. You can always try.
You like daylily flowers?
They're the sweetest tasting.
John sent me some hollyhock seeds.
Oh.
So I need to do a little bit of research on that to decide where in my yard I would plant that, because I heard it's like
grow tall.
Tall and doesn't it like take off too?
She's talking about daylilies. I think, are you?
Well, I was talking about the
the irises.
The hollyhocks. Oh, but irises are my favorite flower. Because John sent me hollyhocks. Irises don't like to get their feet wet, but there is some irises that grow in wet areas. Yeah. I probably just need to try a different area of the yard, because I've noticed every time that I plant something, if I move it, if it doesn't do well there, I move it to a different area and it might thrive possibly.
Yeah. Pick right up. See. I didn't know you could eat daylilies either. I'm always scared to eat things that I don't know are edible, because I don't really know plants to how to tell them apart sometimes. So
You might poison us.
I might poison everybody.
Here, Mom, we're experimenting.
Or try this.
I just took these roots and I fried them up.
My mom told me not to plant the hollyhocks in my yard.
They get a little wild.
So guess what I'm gonna do?
Plant them in your yard.
I'm gonna plant the hollyhocks in my yard.
Of course you are.
Oh, I know. I just have to see what she means. I'm like, well, how am I going to learn what hollyhocks are going to do until I see them do whatever it is they do?
Exactly. You don't know unless you try it yourself.
Her mom has the same problem that I have.
What's a rebellious child?
Trying to tell her to do something.
Most of the time, I just say, yes, ma'am, and I do it. But when it comes to my yard and my house, that's different, you know. But when she's coming and she's getting a little bit more hard about things she can eat, I do ask her about what she wants to eat because I want to make sure it's something she can eat, you know, chew, digest, not make her sick, you know. So I do. But most of the time, yeah, I do what she says. But for some reason, the day she said that, I was like, I got to plan it now. I got to plan it. I got to see what it's doing. And it may be, she may turn around in a few months and be like, I told you so.
Yeah. I don't ask Meemaw what she wants to eat. Because when I ask Meemaw what she wants to eat, she always has the same answer.
Cake. Or cookies.
Or cookies.
Cookies? She wants cookies?
Or cake.
Cookies or cake? Well, yeah, sounds good to me.
I don't ask her what she wants to eat. I just feed her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like if you ask somebody if they want spaghetti, they say no. Right? They always choose the other thing other than spaghetti. But if you just make spaghetti, then they're like, oh, this is so good. So I don't understand that. You don't want spaghetti when I offer it as a choice. But when I make it without giving you a choice, then you think it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Hello, Black's Tropical Homestead. How are you? My mom had the same problem with my dad. He would always pick the other thing. My husband, same thing. But if I just make spaghetti, he'll be like, oh, this is so good. And you just, I don't know. It's funny.
Yeah, Dave doesn't, he doesn't help much with planning of dinner because his answer is usually, I don't care, whatever you want to make.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I like just your Southern meal. Mary wants spaghetti for dinner now. Tell your wife hi for me, Jason.
Yeah, speaking of dinner, I need to go start making some.
Yeah, my very last question I always ask is, do you have a question for me?
I have a few, but I'm trying to think of which one would be best to ask right now. Whatever took you to Texas?
Texas. I was born in Texas and raised in Texas.
Oh, have you lived there your whole life?
But I didn't live here my whole life. In my very early 20s, I moved to Rhode Island for about 5.5 years, and then went from there to Oklahoma City for about 5.5 years, which is a total of about 11 years away from Texas, and then moved back to Texas. So I spent 11 years of my life not in Texas.
Okay. Did you hear what Mom asked?
What'd she say?
When you said you went to Rhode Island, I said, what was his name?
Oh, he was in the military, and we had previously dated and I was having some current issues. And so I actually moved to Rhode Island as a form of escape from pretty much a bad relationship. It was a bad relationship I was trying to get away from. So I went there and then ended up marrying him, and then we ended up divorcing later. But yeah.
There's a little bit of that up, Mima.
There's a little bit of my story you didn't know. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good final question then.
Yeah, that's all right. It's okay for people to learn a little bit about me. I've had a bumpy life.
Yeah.
I don't plan on ever getting married again. If anything were to happen to my husband, I would just be a crazy internet lady. I'd probably just be online all the time. I would probably be the crazy cat lady or something. I don't know.
The crazy chicken lady.
Crazy chicken and cat lady. Yeah, that's me. Definitely. Yeah. Well, I try to be forthcoming with people about my life. So, yeah, I've not had a perfect life, you know. But it's better. It's better now, and it's better because I have a relationship with God now, and that's made my life better and made me more content with what I have. And so that's good.
It's a big difference, for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In your peace and your joy and your satisfaction with life.
Exactly.
In spite of what goes on around you in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. If I can watch the prepper things in small increments. You know, like I'll go to a lab and they'll start talking, and then I'll hear something that kind of scares me a little bit, and I have to go out and I have to kind of like float on the fluffy cloud for a little while, because if I'm too far into that, it starts to worry me, because I'm a worrywart. So I have to go and think of something else, or watch somebody's cute little goats or something, you know, happy, so that I can take my mind off of it. I can't dwell on it because I wouldn't be able to function. And so I have to that's why I'm floating all the time. I have to keep myself in a good state of mind so that I can continue with being a productive person.
I agree, for sure. Yeah, I have to.
I agree with all of it, but sometimes it's hard for me to hear. I'm like, oh gosh, no, I don't want to hear that.
Even though you know it, right? And you know it's going to get worse.
Yeah, I know it's there. I know it's there, but it's
Are you a cat lady? Are you a cat
lady? Yep. I have 3 cats inside and 1 outdoor.
I'll give you a channel to go look at. Walter, write this down. Walter Santi, Santi.
Walter Santi. Okay, got it. I wrote down the 2 that you guys said there, so I will go and make friends with those channels. Okay. So I believe that we are done with the live for today. Thank you, Lorrie's World, for coming on, and Mima. I've enjoyed spending time getting to know you guys a little bit better, and you guys getting to know me a little bit better. There's always just a little bit more you can learn about somebody so that you can understand, you know, them and grow in your friendship with them. So if anyone's interested in coming on for the segment, I'm booking into about the 2nd week of February, and you can just email me at this email address here, or if you have my Instagram, you can Instagram me. I am currently trying to set up something with Ariel, but because of the time difference, she's going to have to tell me when, because I cannot convert time, especially all the way in Australia. So she's going to have to just tell me something, and we'll just take that. Tell me what it is in my time so that I can be there at the right time and set it up for the right time. So thank you guys all for coming in, and thank you, Lorrie and Mima.
Thank you for having us. It was fun. It was great fun. Thanks, everybody.
I think my next guest will be Blackberry Rock Homestead is next Sunday, I believe, if I'm correct. So
nice.
Whatever you have open. Okay. All right. I will send you a date, Cosmic Cultivators.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for coming in. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming in. You guys have a great evening.